happened?
Man, coming in mid-season, I'm just so happy they accepted me. I love them so very much. I was at a low point in my career, and then they just picked me up and loved me with open arms. I'm just happy to be home and happy with this group.
Thank you so much. Congrats.
So in today's video, I wanted to talk about Dewanna Bonner coming to the Indiana Fever. Obviously, she's not there anymore. And the reason I wanted to talk about this is because it's kind of something that kind of bothers me a little bit, just because I just feel like she didn't really get the respect that she deserved. I don't know the full situation, but I am a big Fever fan. I'm very happy that we made it within one game of the WNBA Finals. Pretty much an injury from our best player, and we would have been there. But we got so close. Like we fought, we played hard. But I do think that two things could be true. You can be a good fan of a team, but you can also be a fan of, someone that left that team. And I'm a fan of Dewanna Bonner, and I'm going to tell you why I'm happy for her. So today I actually have a defense case for Dewanna Bonner. So I'll be defending her in this video. And I also wanted you to see this clip before we begin.
But a shot clock violation. And now Bonner and Clark get into it. Absolutely impacts the bottom of Caitlin Clark and is in her landing spot. No foul was called as Lexi Hall and Bonner now get.
So in case you haven't seen that clip before, that was actually an exchange between Caitlin Clark and Dewanna Bonner. I honestly 100% believe that. I mean, it's just so obvious that Dewanna Bonner, being an older player, being a veteran, she was clearly just trying to, hey, let me, pull the rookie aside. But Caitlin Clark wasn't having any of it. No condemnation on Caitlin Clark's side. I'm not going to, condemn her for that. She was, I guess it was heat of the battle. But at the same time, Caitlin Clark was wrong for that, And I just feel like the whole time, Dewanna Bonner just deserved more respect. She's a veteran player. She's been around the game. And I've always been taught to, respect. And she's not, she's 38 years old, but still, she's an elder of the game. And I just believe that you should respect that, And to give Caitlin Clark some credit, I know that there was a time where she set some kind of WNBA record or moved to second place or something like that. I can't remember the exact stat, but Caitlin Clark was one of the first people there to congratulate her. So there was some, it wasn't all bad. Of course, Dewanna Bonner has since moved to Phoenix, where she's playing with the Phoenix Mercury. They're going to the WNBA Finals, but I have seen games. I think they played 2 or 3 games with the Fever since after the trade, and I just see fans they're booing Dewanna Bonner at the free throw line, just booing her when she comes back in the game. I just think it's really immature and, just get a life. Seriously, I just think it's really just immature and disrespectful. You don't boo people for that. I just feel like you boo people for, you could boo people for other reasons, but just I just think when you don't know the full story, it just kind of, I just don't understand it. But I'm a Fever fan myself, but I just have a heart. I like to use common sense. I like to, analyze the full story, and that's what I want to attempt to do in this video. So I just feel like that clip I showed you earlier is kind of a little bit of foreshadowing of what was to come, because I think they brought her over to be an older person to kind of guide them a little bit. But Caitlin Clark's kind of an alpha. She's I just feel like it just wasn't a fit from the beginning. What are they going to talk about? They're going to talk about Taylor Swift. They're going to talk about boys. What boys we date. No, I don't think so. I really don't think so. How are they going to relate? There's not a huge age gap, but I mean, you're talking about Dewanna Bonner, 38 years old. Everyone else is 22, 23. Caitlin Clark's 24, I think, or 23. I don't know. I'll go back and check it. But, I mean, it's just it's very hard to relate. They're listening to different music. They're, they're just everything. They have nothing in common. And I'm not saying that this doesn't go on in WNBA teams, because it's very, very common to have there's a lot of diversity. You got women from all different places. You got people from Russia. You got people from all over the place. So you got people from Canada, people from Australia. I could go on and on. It's very diverse, but it's just I don't really blame her. And if you look at where she went to play with her boo, Alyssa Thomas. They played together with the Phoenix Sun last season, and excuse me, they're back together again. I'm sorry, did I say Phoenix Sun? My bad, I got that mixed up. I saw Sun, and I was thinking no, I'm sorry. That's the Connecticut Sun in the WNBA. They played together last season with Stephanie White, by the way, and then they moved to so now they're both in Phoenix. So if you look at like where she went, I don't really blame her at all. I just think that sometimes we jump to conclusions and we see one person leave and we're not happy. Like, come on, like the Indiana Fever, we did pretty well this season. We got to the one game away from the WNBA Finals without Caitlin Clark. I mean, I think that's pretty impressive. Wait till we get her back. I think we're gonna do pretty well. We're just gonna have to figure out the whole chemistry thing, but things are looking up. Like, I mean, come on, guys. Like, like you're hating on Dewanna Bonner. Like, just appreciate where we are. Find something better to do with your time. And anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.